Shortly thereafter, it became my property. I took a look at some of the data. I definitely saw some things that were a concern, an obscenely large amount of money being traded hands with Burisma in exchange for favors from the State Department and basically a pay-for-play scheme.
Yeah.
And I knew that between that and the embarrassing content that was on the laptop, I needed to get this to the authorities. I want to get it to the FBI because I feel like this is the proper channel. But I need to do it in Albuquerque. I can't do it myself. I'm too afraid to do it myself. So I enlisted my father to do it for me. So he approached the Albuquerque field office for the FBI in early October of 2019. And he walks into an office where the FBI agent basically tells him to lawyer up, get the hell out, and don't talk about this.
Really?
Yep. And this is, my dad was sitting there with a hard drive, a copy of the drives and paperwork.
What's the relationship between you and the FBI been like since that moment?
Well, my father and I were just disenfranchised. We thought there was, we didn't know what to do. It was a month later that an FBI agent named Joshua reaches out to my father in an effort to get a hold of me, that we finally thought maybe somebody's going to take this seriously. So the FBI met with me at my home and asked me about my concerns. Then they said they were going to come and they wanted to make a forensic clone of the drive. When they showed up, instead of bringing a tech guy with them, they brought a subpoena. And they're like, yeah, we're just going to take everything. And I'm like, okay, great. Take it all. This is exactly what I wanted in the first place.
You said your father reached out in October of 2019 in Albuquerque. If you wanted this out of your possession so desperately, I believe it legally came into your possession as your property in the summer of 2017.
Well, the Hunter's lawyer said a customer dropped it, or Hunter dropped it off in 2017. He dropped it off in 2019. Hunter didn't even remember when he dropped it off.
I see. So you held on to the laptop for a couple of months before reaching out to the FBI.
When the impeachment trial went down, I still had my fingers crossed that the FBI was going to admit the laptop as evidence, so the White House had it for defense. My heart sank when the impeachment trial concluded, and there was no sign of that laptop anywhere, because I had definitely seen stuff on that laptop that would have justified a phone call to Zelensky saying what happened during the former administration, because there was a lot of money exchanging hands. There's a lot of pay for play.
Your next move is a move that brings a story to all of us.
August of 2020, I knew the clock was ticking, and I finally had enough. I decided to reach out to Rudy Giuliani's office directly.
And then Rudy starts revealing some of the information, and immediately now it's Russian disinformation.
Yep. So it was scary because the article came out at 6:30 in the morning, and by 9:30, it was like this digital iron curtain had descended, and nobody was allowed to talk about it. Nobody could tweet it. New York Post account was blocked. Facebook was blocking it. And then it started happening, Russian disinformation. And it was like this coordinated effort by mainstream and social media all at the same time. My life was ruined in that process, but the nation is suffering.
Are you a Russian asset? Are you perpetuating Russian disinformation?
I just think it's the irony. Like, for the entire Cold War, there have been Mac Isaacs flying planes going after communists. And to be accused of being one of those communists or even playing a part in that is just absurd to me.
You have sued Politico, the Daily Beast, CNN, and Congressman Adam Schiff for slander. Tell me about that lawsuit.
Well, I went after Twitter originally because they labeled me a hacker. And I never thought I would have an opportunity to defend my actions or hold those accountable again. That's one reason why I sat down and I wrote my book, because I knew that in the court of law I was destroyed, but maybe I still had a chance in the court of public opinion. I now have a second chance to hold these people accountable, and I'm going to fight like hell to do it.